Hi everyone, welcome to Busy, Smart, and Strong. I'm Becky Lynn, glad to have you here today. And we've got something very important to talk about because I know that it's going to touch your life at some point. And we're talking about Alzheimer's disease. Now hopefully the disease itself won't touch you, but so many people have loved ones in their family that are worried about it. Maybe they're coping with it right now. I heard someone say it's a very cruel disease, and I think that that is absolutely true. And it's something that a lot of us and a lot of older folks are very scared about. So I have with me today Lindsay Array. She is a senior living expert with Fellowship Square here in Phoenix. Hi, Lindsay.
Yes, hi, how are you?
I'm good. Something that she brought to my attention that I wanted to share with you because I think you're going to find this very exciting, especially if you have young kids and grandparents nearby. Lindsay, a site on the internet, the Alzheimer site, recently said that for grandparents who babysit their grandkids, it actually is beneficial.
It is.
Tell me a little bit about this study.
It is. This study was done and it said that grandparents who watch their grandkids at least once a week benefit from the memory, the stimulation, being active with the kids. The funny thing I thought about the study is then it mentioned if you babysat them more than 5 times a week, it had an adverse effect.
I can believe that.
So I thought that was cute, but it makes sense. You know, games like Tetris, solitaire, mahjong, learning a second language, all of these things that you do in your adulthood really help keep your brain working. And it's just like exercise for our body. You want to keep your mind working to help push against those aging processes.
Well, another thing that I was looking at in this study too, it gave an example of a woman named Irene, and she was having some issues. It wasn't that she was entering Alzheimer's or anything, but she did have a few memory issues and some physical issues. And it said that after a while of watching her granddaughter one day a week, she no longer had a vitamin D deficiency and some other things. And part of it was because she was getting outside and running around a little bit or walking fast or whatever with her granddaughter. So there are lots of benefits, it sounds like.
There really are. Again, it's just keeping moving, keeping your brain active. And it's really surprising the different things that can help do that. You know, things that we wouldn't think of. My grandma, when she does her laundry, she calls it active therapy. So it's physical therapy, but she's doing something that we all do every day.
Mm-hmm, that's true. So that's a great thing maybe to talk to your parents about, or your spouse's parents about. If you have young kids, maybe they would be interested, if they're not already, in watching your child one day a week or a few hours a day or something for their own benefit. So that's great to know. Yeah. Now, a lot of us are concerned about Alzheimer's touching our lives at some point. And I know, for instance, in my own family, there have been scares of Alzheimer's. How do you know the difference, Lindsay, between when it's actually Alzheimer's disease setting in and when it's just age-related memory loss? Okay,
so one sign is poor judgment. You know, in a situation and the person makes poor judgment that they wouldn't have made otherwise. You know, it's different than, slip-ups now and then, having difficulty carrying on a conversation. Not missing a word once in a while like we might do.
Everybody does that.
Right.
We do, right?
Yeah, but having trouble finding the words and putting them together in a sentence. You'll notice that the sentence becomes disjointed and the words aren't found, and they'll use a phrase like hand clock to describe a watch. Because they're grasping for things. They know what it is, but the words aren't coming out.
Gotcha. There are a lot of things I think that do scare older people, things like that. If you find that these things are happening repeatedly, I guess you should go to a doctor. But at that point, is there anything that can be done?
You know, there are some therapies that at least can help slow. Unfortunately, at the moment, there isn't anything that can stop it. What I've noticed in my 12 years in senior living is that the residents respond really well to color, activity, socialization. If you think about us, if we sit alone, when we're home feeling sick, you just don't feel good. Mm-hmm. And so getting out, getting active, and being with people really helps. But at the moment, unfortunately, there are no cures for Alzheimer's.
All right. Well, it is a cruel and scary disease, but at least we do know, according to this website, the Alzheimer's site, that for older people, watching a little one at least one day a week is great for the brain and great for the parents' brain too. A little bit of well-being. Okay, now I know that Fellowship Square, where you work, is going to be having an Alzheimer's seminar. When is that?
It's July 8th at 9 a.m. on our campus, which is 19th Avenue and Cactus, just a little bit south of Cactus. And it's $2. It includes continental breakfast and a chance to learn more about the signs of memory loss and, you know, the difference between regular age-related memory loss and Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Great time to meet people, make friends.
That's true, and it doesn't cost very much, and you get breakfast, so you get a lot of good information too. Lindsay Array with Fellowship Square in Phoenix. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching Busy, Smart, and Strong.